So for all the people like Tucker Carlson and them that said, there's a fake America First movement that want to go to war. Ma'am and sir, you was the fake one. Because we were just talking about how Americans are turning against this war. And there's a civil war going on in MAGA. I showed you guys many corporate media outlets. They was reporting on the MAGA civil war, and they were surprised. Like, meanwhile, to us, it's not surprising because we've seen the American people shift away towards war. To me, it's more surprising they keep convincing people who are anti-war to vote for these people. And we will see what the next wave of Ian Carrolls will pull off. Because I'm shocked that people like Ian Carroll pulled the MAGA shit off. Like, as I know you were doing it too, but people like me, you, Nico, we was calling the Ian Carroll, Dave Smith grifters out because I can't believe you guys are still doing this, like still convincing people to support the warmongering duopoly because they think some reality game show host is going to be different. So the reason why I pulled this headline is because why do you guys think they reported this headline? This headline is for the Ian Carrolls of the world. This headline is for the Tucker Carlsons so they can maintain hope. Because you know what Tucker Carlson's saying. Tucker Carlson, according to him, Trump is being manipulated, Fiorella. It had nothing to do with Trump and what he wants. Trump is being manipulated by the warmongers in his cabinet. Tucker Carlson, he has no problem with Trump. It's the people in his cabinet. So stories like this, guys, I need everyone in the RBN community to understand this. This story is leaked for a reason. Why did the Trump administration leak this to the media when the Trump administration is notoriously anti-leak? They hate leakers, but they leaked this story. They leaked the story about how Trump vetoed Israeli proposal to assassinate the Iranian leader, which means this story is meant to lure back in the MAGA people leaving Trump because they see him get into the war. They want to give the illusion that Trump is fighting and resisting Netanyahu. And we know that is not true at RBN. So as a dumb leftist at the majority report, TYT, Jake, like, oh my God, do you know Trump and Netanyahu having a split? You know, Jake, you're going to say that. But we are smart enough to know that it's a complicated psyop, and this headline is only designed for MAGA chugs that in cope mode. I was about to show this tweet. You referenced it earlier. I kind of speed running through some receipts real quick, Fiorella. But this is the tweet you referenced earlier. Well, Marjorie Taylor Greene, I just read it for the like this. It's classic MAGA cope because as much as I want to praise Marjorie Taylor Greene for saying this, she's still pretending that there is a anti-war America first. I'm going to read a little bit of it because I'm trying to speed up for a second time. Everyone is finding out who are the real American first and MAGA and who were fake. Ma'am, I appreciate the sentiment. But you realize that you was the fake one in the America First movement, right? So for all the people like Tucker Carlson and them that said, there's a fake America First movement that want to go to war. Ma'am and sir, you was the fake one. MAGA and America First never represented that. But Fiorella, before I continue my receipts, anything you want to add quickly before I continue?
No, just continue and I'll add at the end.
Yes, sure. So Marjorie Taylor Greene saying, unfortunately, the list of fakers are being quite long and expose them so quickly. The delusion of Marjorie Taylor Greene that she believes that she has more pull and influence than Laura Loomer. Because Laura Loomer, who I think Trump still had the hots for, she's all for war with Iran. She's all supporting the genocide in Gaza. That's why MAGA supported. So people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, I'm sorry, I don't want to shit on her while she's saying something decent, but she is delusional in thinking that there's this infighting between MAGA. There's an online infighting. There's MAGA influencers that are fighting each other. But among the institutionalized MAGA, the MAGA with power, absolutely no infighting. So I'm going to read a little bit more of the tweet and I'll let you respond. Anyone slobbering for the U.S. to become involved in the Israel-Iran war is not America First or MAGA. So will you admit that Trump isn't? Will you admit that Trump isn't MAGA? She would never. Then the last part I'll read because this part is good. So I'm trying to be easy because I don't want to show her too much because it's a good statement, but I still don't like it. And you guys see I'm a hard ass. Wishing for murder of innocent people is disgusting. We are sick and tired of foreign wars, all of them. So I ended there because a lot of it just pretty much saying the same thing. Any reaction, Fiorella, about the MAGA Civil War? Do you agree or disagree? Feel free to put back if you don't agree with my analysis. Anything you want to add, Fiorella?
I mean, I think there is like a divide in MAGA in terms of what the people they think are divided. Like you have Marjorie Taylor Greene, as I mentioned, she's being vocally against Israel. So is like, what's that guy? The Nick guy.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's just like a bunch of them that are saying, oh, you know, Trump is a sellout. Like they're going further. They're calling Trump a sellout. They're against him.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when it comes down to core values, they still align the same way. So it's kind of like it almost feels a little bit like
I hear you.
fake in many ways. Like
I hear you.
I don't think you're gonna see her fully go after Trump the same way you're not gonna see Tucker. I think I saw like some sort of article talking about how Tucker and Trump are at it now. So first it was Bibi and Trump, then it was Trump and Elon. Now it's Trump and Tucker. You see how this goes? It's like, oh, we're all feuding here. But at the end of the day, they're not. It's just like when the Democrats are feuding. You saw what's this, the senator? I think he's a senator now. Padilla from California. He used to be the mayor, and then he used to be much lesser roles, but he was getting carried out for protesting. And Gavin Newsom, they take advantage of these situations to postulate a certain narrative and to put themselves out there for some sort of political maneuver. And the thing is, it's not that genuine, because at the end of the day they're going to go back to their party. I still think that it's interesting to see her say it. It's interesting to see, because she has been one of the ones that has kind of gone on the outlier for some time now. And in some ways, she's been kind of funny watching her against AOCIA, who is like worse in my opinion. So like you see this sort of kind of like theatrical display of the geopolitics of these characters, and then you realize like they're not really in charge. They're just like, I think some of them don't even know how to react to what's going on, because they don't have the power that we think they do. We think that they have a lot of power, and I don't really think they actually do. And I think a lot of their work is like narrative management, is PR, is like getting out there and telling people what they want to hear, or presenting a scenario where there's some sort of bad cop, good cop. And I think that's what we're seeing here with a lot of the MAGA. I do think there's a split, but I don't think it's, as you said, I think it's more so in the social media aspect. At the end of the day, the Trump supporters are still supporting Trump. Otherwise, they're not Trump supporters anymore. So, it's interesting.
Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene, they gave her the green light to say whatever she wants. For whatever reason, I know why, but for whatever reason, I say that because it's a theory. They let Marjorie Taylor Greene speak out against Ukraine. They let her speak out against Israeli wars. The same reason why they allow Alex Jones to speak out against stuff. Because Marjorie Taylor Greene will also talk about how they're Jewish space lasers. you know what I mean? So they allow Marjorie Taylor Greene to say stuff so Democrats can say, wait, you don't support the Ukraine war? You're on the same side as Marjorie Taylor Greene? That's the same reason why they let Matt Gaetz speak out against the Ukraine war. Don't you know that Matt Gaetz is a sex pest? You agree with Matt Gaetz? Guys, that's why they allow Marjorie Taylor Greene to say this stuff, because her reputation, she was sent to be the bomb thrower. Now she like, everyone had this ew, like when Marjorie Taylor Greene come up. So they're like, we allow you to take good positions so they can tie. They would say, oh, Fiorella Isabel and Nick Cruz, we are an example of the horseshoe theory, because we had the same positions as Marjorie Taylor Greene. So that's why that exists, by the way. They allow one idiot to tell the truth to try to make us all look bad. Once again, it's just a theory. I have nothing concrete to prove it, but I am 100% positive that's her role.